Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Pollinate. In this week's episode, we've got a special one for you. Most of my team is out in the sunny city of Dubai, visiting the GITEX event. Now, if you have not heard of GITEX is the world's largest tech event, tech and startup event, I think it is. If you think ISE is big, you need to check out GITEX. I was out there last year. It was phenomenal. Great weather, great people, lots and lots and lots of technology, great freebies as well. But unfortunately this year I have not been able to attend GITEX. However, my very good friend Vincent Dal he's there out there with his local team and a few of the folk from here in the UK. And this week we want to give you a preview of what the stand actually looks like. It's currently day one over at GITEX, so the stand is busy. But in full transparency, we did try to do this as a live event. So we effectively tried to record this live, but it failed drastically because one, there were too many people. Two, it was really, really noisy. And three, the bandwidth was terrible. So really, really choppy video. So Vincent has kindly given us a pre-recorded version of it. However, while we were doing the live demo, I couldn't hear like all the noise and stuff, and Vincent turned off his Voyager headset and kind of transferred the microphone to his laptop, and the blast of noise was absolutely crazy. It was phenomenal in terms of how much noise was coming through and how well the ANC actually worked on the Voyager headset. In fact, I'm going to show you that video right now. And again, you know, apologies for the choppy video. Apologies if it doesn't look that good. It was really, really bad bandwidth. But without further ado, let me show you that video right now.
There we go. Right now, I'm using one of our headsets. This is a Voyager Focus 2. It has noise canceling, so it allows me to hear myself and to hear you very crystal clear while I'm not really hearing all my surroundings and the people around me. But it also has this amazing microphone technology with noise block, and that really filters out all the noise around me as well. Now, I am going to try to switch to a normal microphone, one of the laptop, which doesn't have noise block, doesn't have any noise suppression. And normally you should hear the difference quite extensively. So I'm going to switch you right now. There you go. You're now. I'm shouting now because you're now on the microphone of the PC itself. So you might hear me. I'm not sure you're hearing me, but I'm going to switch back there. So,
Vincent, oh my God, we just had a blast of noise as soon as you switched those mics. We could not hear anything, just barely hear you, but wow.
Welcome to my GITEX world. It's like that all day, every day, so it's quite tiring as well. But you're back on the headset now, so noise block should kick in. I gotta be aware of myself that I'm not shouting anymore, because in order to talk to anybody here, you have to shout. Now, obviously, this microphone doesn't require me to shout.
Anyway. So I'm sure you guys will agree with me. That was crazy, right? There's nothing better than having a live demo in a live environment to see what it sounds like. And you guys, along with myself, got to hear how crazy that noise was out there, with the amount of noise, with the amount of people out there walking, talking, and how well that Voyager headset really used ANC to really cut out that noise. But without further ado, let me run you the video of Vincent showing us the stand, along with Zach. Zach was the designated cameraman, so thank you so much for that, Zach. Vincent, over to you, buddy.
Hello, Mo. Vincent here at GITEX. I'm not alone. I'm here with my other Microsoft solution architect, Zachariah Saidi, but he is today doubling as a cameraman. Now, we're at the Poly booth on GITEX. I'm standing next to my good friend, Neil Armstrong on the moon. The very first Plantronic headsets was used right there. We started hybrid working in '69, so we're quite proud of that. Now, today, I'm going to give you a really quick little tour around the booth, show you how it's set up for all those people that were not able to join us here in Dubai. They'll be able to follow from their home office. And we'll start by showing off some home office. So if we look to my right, you'll notice that this is a typical home office setup. Ever since COVID, people really optimized their home office. So obviously, it's no longer just a laptop on a kitchen table. It is now a laptop, a second screen, and possibly a very good camera as well. This is the P15. It's an all-in-one solution, very high-end camera with speaker and microphone, allowing you to work hands-free and to work wherever you are. Now, this being said, the P15 really is a personal device. It's not manageable from the cloud, and it does have a rather narrow field of view. If you need a device for a very small meeting room, maybe like a home little meeting room or a focus room, you might want to have that larger angle of view, but you definitely want to have some manageability from the cloud. And for that, we have a similar setup right here, which, as you can see, is a bit of a saloon with a saloon table. And then there is a screen with a different type of camera. It might look like the P15, but it is the R30. R is for room, of course, and it has a 120-degree field of view. Not everybody can work hands-free, however. Some people, like me in this setting, require the use of a headset. So on the Poly booth, we also have a large section dedicated to headsets. Please follow me through the headsets on the booth. And it's a little bit crowded here, but we'll walk right through it and we'll manage to, well, there's headsets back there. We have Bluetooth headsets, wired headsets, and of course, DeX headsets as well, even though I don't see them right now. We won't be able to show a lot of headsets, but I will give you a separate demo afterwards about those headsets. Let's have a look at the room systems. First room system we showcase is the Studio X30, and it is running on Google. Yes, we are fully certified on Google. Yes, the Google app works on our devices, and even though Google is not the word I usually use when I talk about ecosystem, well, this is functional and we are showing it. However, right across the street, we have a different type of system, which is a Microsoft Teams room system. And right here, we're using an MTR on Windows. This is based on the G9 PC with a GC8 controller. We use a Trio C60 for audio and an E70 camera on the top left as a video camera solution. It's quite a performing system. Bandwidth can be challenging at GITEX, but so far we didn't have any problem joining calls with this device. On the left, you can see the TC10. The TC10 in this case is configured as a Teams panel. In other words, you can see the status of the room by looking at the LED coloring. You can reserve the room manually. You can even scan the QR code with your Teams app to reserve the room if you do not have it. Moving to the right, final room we have here is the Zoom room built on an X52. That is 52. The 2 stands for second generation all-in-one bar. We are, as far as I know, the only constructor that is working on the second generation. Obviously, we were first with the first generation, so that will definitely help for that. Again, we have a small controller, a TC8 in this case, and a panel as well for the Zoom environment. Again, the TC10 panel. One little feature that I do particularly like on the Zoom room is that the panel shows the capacity of the room and the number of people in the room. Yes, indeed, the camera is counting people. So as you can see right now, there is 6, 7 people that are visible for the camera. If I cover the camera with my hand, which I'm doing right now, you'll notice that the people count is going down to 0, eventually showing just the capacity. As soon as I remove my hand, obviously the people count will start again. And look at that, he's counting more than 8. So obviously the full capacity has been reached. In between the room systems, you might have noticed that there's a lot of telephones as well. We have native Teams phones, we have native Zoom phones as well. But one of the phones that I particularly like in this exhibition is this one. This is the Edge E450. It's a SIP device. It's certified for the Teams SIP gateway. It's certified to work on Zoom. It's certified to work on a lot of platforms. And it allows users to be called, call, transfer a call, divert a call, pretty much what 80% of users do can be done from this device. I like the way it looks. It doesn't have native applications, so it doesn't have all the Teams features or Zoom features, but it does provide a lot of functionality from a very nice piece of hardware. Another SIP device, by the way, is this one. This is the portable Rove device. It's a DECT phone. You can go up to several thousands on one enterprise location, up to, I believe, 250 base stations on one location. So you can use many of these DECT phones. They're, well, less expensive than a Wi-Fi phone, obviously. They're shock resistant, water resistant, and they allow, again, the basic SIP functionality. And on that note, I will leave you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Vincent. Wow, you know what? Great stand with great products. Neil Armstrong, right? Neil Armstrong used poly headsets with HP technology. In effect, he was hybrid working in 1969. But absolutely love the way the stand is set out with kind of the home office layout, with the meeting room layout, and of course, the great range of devices running Microsoft Teams, running Google, and running Zoom as well. Guys, you really gonna enjoy your time out there in Dubai. I'm jealous. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am mega jealous. Hopefully next year I'll get out there. But for those of you that are watching, of course, if you have any questions around any of the devices, please do reach out to either your Poly account manager or your Microsoft account manager, and we'll be more than happy to give you a lot more information about those devices. In the meantime, please do make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Pollinate, hopefully this series we would like to bring all sorts of tips and tricks around all types of Poly devices out there. Whether we're talking things like PolyLens or we're talking around the studio devices, Zoom, Google, Microsoft, anything, please do let us know in the comments down below. And of course, myself and the wider HP Poly team will bring some more videos to you. With that in mind, I'd just like to say thank you and enjoy the rest of your week. Ciao.